Kitchen Table. I'm Larry Marble. Hop Sing is about to make us a big old heaping helping of great food, and I'm going to provide us a bunch of agricultural information. Thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the program. We appreciate it. We're brought to you each and every day by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company Corpus. Much of the corn news this week is bearish, but the corn futures impressively rallied yesterday, closing up a nickel. Beneficial rains over much of the eastern and central corn belt are just what's needed ahead of the spring planting. The market is concerned about potentially lower feeding demand due to recent bird and cattle flu, as well as a decrease in the Communist Chinese expected corn import totals. There are expectations that the U.S. corn crop weather will be favorable for early planting, and early planting is conducive to farmers potentially planting more corn acres, particularly given the USDA's planted acres total of 91 million acres on the low end of the trade expectation. Now, KC wheat futures were up as much as 17 yesterday, mostly on new, drier weather forecasts for much of the Great Plains. Corpus Christi's public elevator in ADM is open this week for Milo trucks 7 to 4:45. Houston's, Anderson's, and Hanson Mueller open weekends 7 to 3, while Timco is open Tuesdays and Thursdays 7 to noon. Call 1-800-2-TUGGLE or 361-852-5207. That's John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. Here we go. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how is the San Saba sale shaping up?
You bet, Larry. We got around 5 o'clock, 5:30 on Wednesday evening. We ended up around 800 and something head at that time. We're looking for about 1,100 head, give or take some. We still haven't good many cattle coming in this evening. It looks like it just with the later evenings now. It didn't get dark till about 8:30 or whatever. We are going to start to sell off with 1 hour early, starting at 10 o'clock with the choice set of bulls, a little over 100 bulls. We got just a choice set of Angus bulls coming off the STS Ranger. They've got featuring them. Then also Fuzzy Creek Ranch. They've got about 25 of them. Then we got Hickory Sand. We're featuring those 31 real good Brangus bulls. And then a couple other guys brought some Brangus. We got several groups of Herefords and Limplex and I think 4 or 5 Charolais bulls. So good offering here. The bulls are all ready to go. And then we'll follow right into the regular sale. Got several good strains of wean cattle. Several good heads of light cattle. And then got a few cows. I think about 150 or so that we're palpating and getting worked up for tomorrow's sale too, Larry.
Good. Well, I know 2 fellas from Casterville called me and want to know about the bulls that you had, and they're going to be there for the bulls.
You bet. We look forward to that.
All right. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet, Larry. Then give us a call, Larry. Code 325-372-5159. Also, as a reminder, if you can't make the sale, we do have the bulls sale, the 100-plus bulls. They'll be live on the internet too, Larry.
We appreciate you, Ken. Thank you. We'll talk to you after.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a quick look at the meats. USDA's national pork carcass cutout value back up 222, no, weaker 222 on Wednesday afternoon at 94.91. Federal slaughter for the week through Wednesday, 1.338 million head. That compares to 1.475 the week before. As we look toward the cattle side of this equation, we see box beef prices weaker on Wednesday, choice down 286 and select 207. Federal slaughter estimated for the week through Wednesday, 352,000 head. That's a 15,000 head lower pace than last week. As we look toward USDA reporting some cash sales near 186 and 187 on Wednesday, that's 1 to 3 weaker than last week. Neighbor, there are your meat moves for Wednesday. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite. It's Wednesday evening. We should have had a cattle sale. Did we have one, Sean, and how was it?
We did. Ended up with right at 600, Larry. Market on the cows and bulls, I'm going to call them probably 2 to 5 higher. Looks like they put a little more money on, and I was sure active. You know, we had some better, higher yielder cows bring, I guess, up to $1.49. That's about as high as I've seen them. I thought that was awful good. On the steers and heifers, steers probably was 2 to 2 to 5 higher on some of those better cattle. Those classes of better cattle were sure higher. It was real active. And then on the heifers, I'm just going to call them steady. But got along real well all day. And a lot of buyer activity. Everybody jumped in there and got them some, and it worked real well.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week's sheep and goat sale on Tuesday, cattle on Wednesday there in Fredericksburg, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-64-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. Kelly, how'd the sale turn out?
Thought it was good, Larry. Ended up with 677 head of cattle there today. Had a pretty good run of Packer cows and bulls, and that, Packer market just outstanding on those cows and bulls. I think $1.42 or $3 on the best cow there today. I guess $1.60 on the best bull. So those weight cows and bulls just dollaring out a ton of money. Looks like on the calf and yearling side of things, there could have been a little bit of softness in some of those lighter weight calves there today. Quality was probably a good bit less than what we've been seeing the last couple of weeks, just overall. But it did look like we were a couple of those guys kind of pulled some orders on some of those lighter weight calves, and just filling up and kind of this dairy thing's got a few of them kind of scared. But anyway, had a few orders, missing a few orders there today, so it had a little bit of effect. But still a really good market all the way across the board, I thought. So anyway, like I said, ended up 677 head. Thought it was a good sale.
Do you know of anything for next week?
Do know of several sets of cattle coming. Don't look like weather's going to really hold us out on anything, so expect another pretty decent run. I imagine 600 or so next week as well.
Kelly Thigpen, tell everybody how to contact y'all.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. My mobile number is 334-1047. Look us up on the website, and that's PearsallLivestock.com.
Kelly, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's Steven with D&D here in Seguin. Just want to let everybody know, since it's springtime, we've got new garden stuff and new outdoor furniture in. We've got everything from planters and little garden carts all the way up to some small garden sets if you wanted to sit outside and enjoy the nice weather. If you have any questions or want to come take a look, give me a call and we'll get you taken care of. Thanks.
Contact Steven at 830-379-7340. Check him out on the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. We're on the line with Jim Wheeler at Atascosa Livestock. It is time to talk about the sale we had on Tuesday in Pleasanton. Jim, how'd it go?
Market's still pretty decent. Cow market has gotten even better on the Packer cows.
Well, good. Walk the pins with us.
Numbers were short, 197 head total. 94 were steers, 47 heifers, 51 cows, and 5 bulls. Steer side, 2 to 3 weights, 270 to 340. Heifers were 240 to $3. 3 to 4 weight steers, 260 to 330. Heifers were 255 to 296. 4 to 5 weight steers, 250 to 325. Heifers were 245 to 285. 5 to 6 weight steers, 240 to 305. Heifers were 220 to 270. 6-7 weight steers, 225 to 260. Heifers were 205 to 241. 7 to 8 weight steers, 210 to 230. Heifers were $1.70 to 210. 8 to 9 weight steers, $1.70 to 220. And the heifers were $1.40 to $1.80 there Tuesday.
What do they have on cows?
272. I believe that's about the highest it's ever been.
Okay.
Best Packer cow brought 138.50. Best bull brought 154. Pretty decent bred cows in the mix. They brought from 11.75 to 18.25, and we kept 3 pairs together. They brought from 14.75 to 2,200.
What do you know of for this next week, Jim?
Well, we're going to be blessed with a chance of rain starting on Sunday, I believe. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that will depend on our numbers, whether it comes through or not.
Well, we'll pray for that rain. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. Don't forget about McCoys.com. 62 stores, 3 states. They've got plenty within this region. Whether it's things for lawn and garden, whether it's lumber, whether it is things from their building and trust department, any product you need out on your farm and ranch to get a building job done. Why, they even have gates and panels. That's McCoy's Building Supply Centers, McCoy's.com. We're on the line with Klein Spear. Klein, I guess we need to go over sheep and goats and preview cattle. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We ended up with 355 head yesterday. Pretty steady market. They're coming after Easter, so held on good there. Those heavy lambs, $1.30 to $2.10. Those light lambs, $2.05 to $2.75. Those fat ewes, $65 to $1.15. Those thin packer ewes, $40 to $75. Those packer nannies, $85 to $1.30. Those fat Spanish nannies, $80 to $1.35. Those stocker nannies, $1.60 to $2.60. Those good cabritos, $2.10 to $3.05. Those lightweights, $2.30 up to $3.70. And the billies yesterday, $1.25 up to $1.95. So good to kind of hang on to that coming off that Easter weekend.
How's the cattle sale looking?
Got about 250 on the yard this evening. We got about another 80 good black calves coming in the morning, coming off one ranch. We got a couple others coming. So I think we'll have probably around that 450 head range, something like that. Got a few pairs here, got a few bred cows. So got a little bit for everybody.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621. My cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Klein, thanks for the call. We'll talk with you later.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. I'm here with Aaron Lee of Twisted L Ranch Sales, brokered by Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Aaron, tell us about that new listing you've got on the Frio River.
Hey, Larry, this is a rare opportunity to purchase a 61-acre hunting and home site property, complete with Frio riverfront access in Old Frio Town.
Now, how much of the river access do you have?
About 950 feet of private riverbank. This property has been owned by the same family since the 1800s and passed down through generations. So you just don't see properties like this available very often.
What else does it have, Aaron?
It's got new fences on two sides, well-maintained roads, large acreage neighbors, and a prime location in the Golden Triangle make this property an incredible find.
How can people get in touch with you to schedule a showing, Aaron?
Larry, they can call me directly at 830-317-1797, and I give you my word. If I don't answer, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Aaron, thanks for being down on the farm.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
All right, we're on the line with Chris Carter, Karnes County Livestock Exchange down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us.
You bet you, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for your consignments. And also, we hope all of you had a blessed Easter. Last week, we ended up with a little over, right at 560 head of cattle. And the market was steady to stronger.
Walk the pins with us.
Number one steers, 2 to 3 weight, 326 to 370. 3 and 4 is 345 to 4 1/4. 4 and 5 weights, 306 to 360. 5 and 6 is 285 to 320. 6 and 7 is 260 to 285. And the 7-8 weights, 235 to 260. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, $3 to 320. 3 and 4 is 313 to 370. 4 and 5 weights, 275 to 350. 5 and 6 is 253 to 320. 6 and 7 is 245 to 282. And the 7-8 weights, 235 to 260. We had 20 Packer bulls last week. High yielding was 153 up to 161. Medium 132 to 140. 108 Packer cows. High yielding 137 up to 147 on the best cow. Medium 112 to 120. And the low end 73 to 80. We had 18 bred cows. The better end brought from 2,000 to 2,250. And the plainer ones, 17 and a quarter to 1,900. We had 5 pair. The better end brought from 2,350 to 2,700, and the plainer ones, 1,700 to 2,000.
What do you got under the barn for this week?
At the present time, we've got right at 500 head of cattle checked in, and we're looking for maybe 650 to 700 come sale time. In our count, we've got 75 Packer cows and bulls, 10 palpates, 7 pair, and the rest are yearlings. Last week, we saw many Packer cows bring over $2,000.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
For any questions, please call Wed and Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
We appreciate you, Chris. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in April, May plus 110, 967. We'll call Houston, December plus 85, 993. Progresso, no bid. Yellow corn to Corpus in April, May plus 55, 486 3/4. Progresso, May plus 105, 536 3/4. Hard red winter wheat to Corpus in April, no bid. Houston in April, July plus 60, 632. And Placido and Houston beans, August-September delivery, November less 90, 1094 3/4. Texas cotton, 1,700 bales, 78.98 low side, 81.98 high side, 80.89 the average price. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. We appreciate you listening to our 16 Down on the Farm affiliated stations or at downonthefarmradio.com. Check us out on Facebook. Again, Down on the Farm Radio. Good day.